So if you're someone who uses your phone in bed at night, you are going to want to see this. We're about to pull back the curtain on the hidden cost of that little nightly habit. What's really happening to your brain while you think you're getting a good night's sleep.
All right, first up, let's dive into what I'm calling the hidden sleep crisis. It's this huge, growing gap between the hours we're spending in bed and the actual legit recovery our brains are getting.
You do, right? You get your 7, maybe 8 hours. You put your head on the pillow, you close your eyes. I mean, on paper, it seems like you're doing everything you're supposed to.
But that is the billion-dollar question. Your body might be lying there perfectly still, but is your brain actually doing its job and recovering? Because newsflash, it's supposed to be working super hard all night, and well, the science suggests probably not.
And this is the part we have to get. Real sleep isn't just flipping an off switch. It's this super active biological maintenance cycle for your brain. It's when all the deep cleaning and repair work actually happens.
So what's messing all this up? Well, it all comes down to something called the melatonin block. And this is where we get into the science of how our phones are pretty much sabotaging this whole essential process.
Okay, so let's talk about melatonin for a second. The easiest way to think about it is like a bouncer or a gatekeeper for deep sleep. It's the hormone that taps your brain on the shoulder and says, hey, it's nighttime, time to shut down the main operations and start the cleaning cycle. Without it, you just can't get into the most important restorative stages of sleep.
And here is the big problem. That harmless little scroll you do in bed, the blue light beaming from your phone's screen is a direct, powerful signal to your brain that it's still broad daylight. It literally gets in the way of your body's melatonin production. And I need you to understand, this isn't just a minor thing. The science on this is crystal clear. The blue light doesn't just, lower your melatonin levels a tiny bit.
It blocks it completely. It's like putting up a giant brick wall that stops that melatonin signal from ever getting where it needs to go in your brain. So what does this mean? It means you can lie in bed for a full 8 hours, but if your melatonin is blocked, you're basically getting what scientists call junk sleep. You're just skimming the surface, never actually dropping into that deep, detoxifying state where your brain consolidates memories and repairs itself.
And this nightly failure, it isn't just about feeling tired the next day. Over time, it leads to something way more serious, a silent decline in your brain's health.
So this is the first phase of the problem. Deep sleep failure. Night after night, your brain completely misses its chance to clean out all the junk, the metabolic waste, and to file away the day's memories. It's like telling the cleaning crew for your mind to just take the night off, every single night. And when that deep sleep failure becomes the norm, it morphs into something called neurological fatigue. Now, this is not just feeling tired. This is a real, measurable, cumulative decline in your brain's processing power. Your hardware, your brain, is literally getting slower and buggier because it never gets to run its nightly updates.
And these are the real-world symptoms. Does any of this sound familiar? Your ability to focus just gets weaker and weaker. You start forgetting little things, like someone's name or where you put your keys. And because your nervous system never fully resets, your baseline stress level just keeps creeping up and up.
But here is the most dangerous part of all. It's a psychological trap. You wake up feeling foggy and slow day in and day out, and you just start to accept it as your new reality. You tell yourself, oh, well, I guess this is just what getting older feels like, or, man, I'm just so stressed lately. You start to normalize a state of cognitive decline.
So let's talk about the real price of this fatigue, because it doesn't just stop at feeling a little off. No, it starts to bleed into every single corner of your life.
It's a perfect cause and effect loop. The nightly cause, that blocked melatonin and a brain that never resets, has a direct daily effect. You start every single day in a deficit, already behind before you even get out of bed.
And this might be the most important thing to understand in this whole explainer. Sleep is not some isolated activity. It is the foundation that everything else in your life is built on. And when that foundation cracks, the entire house starts to crumble.
Just look at this domino effect. It's not just your brain that takes a hit. It's your hormones, your physical energy, your cognitive function, and ultimately the quality of your entire life. It all starts with sleep. Okay, I know that was a lot of bad news, but here is the really good news. This is not a permanent condition. The damage is reversible. So now let's talk about the path to recovery. Your body is designed to heal. It wants to recover. Seriously. All you have to do is get out of its way.
in this case, remove the blue light, and just allow your own natural biology to take over and start the repair process.
And here it is, the simple, actionable plan. It's not complicated, I promise. Step 1. Just put the phone away an hour before you plan to sleep. That's it. This allows for Step 2. Your natural melatonin starts to rise like it's supposed to, which leads to Step 3. You finally achieve that critical, deep sleep. And the result? Step 4. The system-wide repair of your brain, your energy, and your life.
I mean, this is the choice, right? On one side, you can keep just surviving your days, pushing through that brain fog of neurological fatigue. Or, on the other side, you can actually feel alive again, operating with a brain that is fully rested, reset, and recovered every single morning.
And that's what it all comes down to. This isn't just about feeling a little less tired. This is about upgrading every single aspect of your existence. So the only question left is, which path are you going to choose tonight?